Hello everyone, today I'll be doing a solo master run, Lake of Shadows, on Titan with no raid mods. So I'll be using Sentinel, Titan, middle tree. You can also have the strap lift. I accidentally put high lift for this run, so you could put the other jump if you want to. Next, I'll be using the 7 Seraph, Officer, Revolver, Hand Canyon. Next, I'll be using the Tyranny of Heaven. If you don't have this weapon, recommend you use the arc bow. Next, I'll be using Xenophage for my DPS. For the helmet, I use machine gun ammo finder, heavy ammo finder, and shield break charge. Next, I used concussive deafener, light arms loader, enhanced bow loader, and high energy fire. Then for the exotic, I used the War Rig, exotic chestplate with counter charge and machine gun reserves. Then next I used resilience mod, heavy ammo scavenger with Wrath of Rasputin. Next I also use burning cells, oppressive grenades, and concussive dampener. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on our Sparrow and just proceed to the Lake of Shadows Nightfall. And of course there are people who will be dying, actually 2 people unfortunately. You will ignore them and just proceed to your Lake of Shadows and feel very sorry about them. I am very sorry. Alright, I'm sorry guys. I was just messing around. Of course they will revive each other. They'll be okay guys. No need to worry. So now we're going to endure the loading screen. And I like to go from the left side. And we're going to deal with the Unstoppable Champion and with the Arc Cabals, which they like shooting the tracking orbs of death. Yeah, those guys. So in Grandmaster, they can kill you in 1 hit, by the way. But since we're playing Master, we're gonna try to take down the Arc Knights. You can see I was trying to shoot them, but I had an aim assist, and it was trying to shoot the tracking orbs of death, which I did not want my Xenophage to do that. So if you do get it, especially on console, just make sure you take down the tracking orbs first, and then you can take down the arc shields with Xenophage and just kill them quickly. And you can see here, the Xenophage doesn't really work. So just shoot down the orbs and then you could take down the arc shield. So the arc shields, Cabals, or Taken Cabals, they're the most annoying ads throughout the whole Nightfall. But now thinking about it, I would say the winner for this week will be the Void Wizard. If you don't have any Void weapon or Void subclass, then the Wizard's gonna be the big problem when dealing with this Nightfall. You can see here I was using the bow, and if you have explosive head on this raid bow, you can make a Warmind cell with the mod of Wrath of Rasputin. So you will see very soon that I'll be using the bow a lot. And you can also get a bow RNG with the champions when you kill them as well, which I'll be showing you that very soon. So basically for this week I just want to do just a Warmind build. You can see Unstoppable Champion will push you. You could just use your Xenophage, and of course you cannot spam too much of Xeno, since we're not using any raid mods, no taken mods, so you must switch out weapons to do DPS and take damage. So of course we made a Warmind cell and I decided to shoot it down. So now to deal with these taken bunnies or the taken prisons. So fully recommend just shoot them from distance. And you can see here they're no problem when you shoot them from long range. So now we're going to take down the Blight. The Blight doesn't damage you in the little bubble. So here I was just trying to damage it. And this may take a while. So yeah, they're a bit tanky. to shoot down, unless I use Xeno. But I want to save my Xeno and not spam it too much for this run. So they'll be taking goblins or hobgoblins. Recommend you take them down. And now we're going to deal with the Overload champion. Right here, I was trying to see if the other sniper from the right side will walk and try to shoot me, which it did. So I always shoot down the right side sniper before I deal with the Overload sniper. So you can see here, I was just using my bow. You can also kill the Overload champions with just a bow as well. So you can see here I made a Warmind cell with this bow, and I'm going to shoot it with a Warmind cell. You can see I'm trying to. There we go, I got it. And then we take down some taken prisons. And of course we do burn a little bit on the ad since we have the burning cell mod. Here I was just trying to distance myself. So there are two unstoppable champions. They do push you, but for some reason this footage, they did not push me. So you can see here I thought they were going to push me, so I was being a little cautious here. And there are two snipers. You can shoot them with the bow, which is why I do recommend to use a bow for this Nightfall. Or you could use a sniper as well. Sniper works too. And sometimes this tree likes to block your way. And of course there is another sniper from the right side. They like to shoot those tracking energy beams towards you. And yeah, it can be super annoying, especially if you're low on health, it could kill you. These unstoppable champions are not pushing me, so it was very awkward for me. So I decided to walk a little bit, and then they finally pushed. So yeah, super weird. So I wanted to lure them a little bit towards the edge of that platform there, so I can do DPS and of course throw my grenade, and I missed, unfortunately. And luckily it was just one unstoppable, not two. If it's two, definitely just take the first champion down as quickly as possible. You can see here I took my time. Next, I wanted to take down the next unstoppable, but for some reason pull back all the way from back there. And finally it's gonna push, so I waited. And then I decided to do some DPS. So now we're going to take down this taken Cabal. We're going to use our finisher just to save our ammo. And now we're going to take down the Blight. And it may take some time. For this run, I'm not planning to use my Xeno to take down the Blights. Of course, using it, like, you know, time will go fast. So next, we're going to deal with the Overload champion. And you can also throw your nade as well, which I did. And then you can just use your bow to take it down quickly. Now I could have put overload nades, by the way, on my Titan, but I wanted to have more ammo on my Xeno, so I sacrificed the overload nades with more machine gun ammo. Now this one is where things get tricky. With the solo bow, you can just use it and take your time and take them down. You can also use Xeno as well, but I decided to save my Xeno. I didn't want to spam it since we're not using any mods to get our ammo. You can also use the Vow. The Vow is very, very good. The only bad thing about the Vow is you can't really make Warmind cells with the Vow than with this bow. So I was just taking my turn to shoot down this goblin that likes to shoot these taken energy balls towards you, and you'll have to dodge and play dodgeball. And of course, unfortunately, the Unstoppable Champions push. Sometimes this happens a lot, so just pull back and take them down. So I'm trying to pull back a little bit since both of them are pushing, so things like this can happen. So now I have to take down quickly and take down the second champion. So now we take down those champions, we can proceed to deal with the goblin. And you can see there, we just need to take down the solar shield and boom, it's dead. The taken captain. And now we can deal with this dude. We could just use our finisher and then take down the blight. So once we take down the last blight, what you can do is you can spare or run towards the left side of the wall. And now we're gonna just focus on dealing with the Arc mini boss. Now this one could be a little bit tricky. So I'm waiting for the Arc mini boss to walk from the right side. Sometimes it does teleport back to its position. So here, always take down the tracking orbs and then you can deal DPS. So here I was just waiting for it to pop an orb and then use Xeno, but you can see it did teleport it. And then you can just try to take down the arc shield and then DPS it. And of course I had to sacrifice myself and take damage. So you can see here, now you can deal with the Overload champions. And they do spam, by the way, when you shoot a Warmind cell, so be careful with that. Unless we have a mod that can deal with Overload champions like it did on the season of Worthy, then they would get stunned. But unfortunately that mod has been taken away, by the way. So we got a Warmind cell from killing the Overload champion, and now we're gonna deal with the next champion by just using a bow, and if you have nades then you could just throw it. I was waiting for my nade to charge up, but I think it'll be too late, so I decided to just use a bow. So yeah, once we took it down, we can get some heavy. And we got around 30, so yay, and then we can pursue to the next section. And wow, the Warmind cell actually shoot down the wall. So yeah, Warmind cells are fun. Now we're to take down this little wall too. And decide to throw my nade. And then just take down these thralls, and we got heavy again. So yeah, this Lake of Shadows isn't so bad. I'm a little bummed out. I mean, I like Lake of Shadows, but at the same time it can be annoying. It's good for farming, for loot, you know, to get farm shards and exotics, etc. But I just don't like speedrunning Lake of Shadows because of those taken walls, those blight walls. You see those walls from the right and the front? Yeah, those guys love to ruin your speed run or a run where you can, you know, go fast. And that's the one that bothers me about this Nightfall. And I was hoping they could sunset this, but unfortunately it's on Earth, so it's okay. But like I said, I have mixed feelings about this Nightfall. Very mixed feelings. You can use your finisher here when it's on, when you see your icon. You have to wait for the Taken Blight Walls to finish its animation so it won't push you off. Those Taken Walls can kill you one hit as well. So you have to be careful with them. That's why I was trying to distance myself and staying away from them. There is a mini Taken Captain. Has a solar shield so you can use your Xeno. Here, I don't think I used my Xeno. I'm trying to remember if I did. Did I use my Xeno? Oh, okay, I did. I only used 1 or 2. So you can use 1 or 2 on the Captain. Fully recommend just a Savior. Ammo. Not use too much. I was saying don't spam it. Here, I thought I killed it, but I didn't. So I used my finisher. That was my fault. And another thing I like about these Blight Walls is if you have heavy bricks, they can push it off the map. Or push it. So here I decided to shoot the floor and stun the unstoppable champions, and then I pull back. So I decided to push through and try to stun them again. And you can see one, I did not stun one, so I had to pull back again, see if I can try to take one down at a time. So one is almost dead. I didn't want to use my Xeno, so I decided to use my kinetic weapon. Should have Warmind cell and then stun it, and you can see it's taking some damage. So once I stun it, I can do some DPS with Xeno, and then just pull back again, and then try to shoot it down with a kinetic weapon. Or you can use your finisher as well, by the way. Here I just wanted to shoot it down so I can get a Warmind cell. And it was such a bummer because if the Warmind cell wasn't inside the tunnel, then I would have cleared some ads from far away. Here there is a sniper, a Taken Vandal, so definitely take it down. Of course, besides that, I decided to use my super just to clear some ads. So yeah, you can also use your super here. Just be careful with the pits and with the Taken walls, they can push you out. And of course these ads like to multiply like bunnies, so they were very angry. They were multiplying a lot. You can see here they are really pissed off. So yeah, I decided to use my Xeno for that because it was getting a little out of control with those Taken prisons. So I used my Warmind cell to take them out. Now we're going to deal with these Overload champion. Another reason why I don't like Lake of Shadows is sometimes the Overload champions can be buggy, and you can see here. Here we go again, just like Garden World on Warlock. Remember guys? Remember when I got bugged? So to take it down, you have to stun it and then use all your heavy. Kill it quickly or use your finisher if you're close to it. But unfortunately we cannot be close to it because there are snipers and these snipers will kill you. So just use a heavy, you can kill it quickly. If you get a bug overload, sometimes you can get a bug overload champion at the bridge too, which I will show you which one that could be buggy. So yeah, that's another reason I don't like Lake of Shadows too. Another reason, so here I was trying to take down the Taken mini boss, and once I killed it, a Warmind cell pops and it fell down, unfortunately. So this overload over here, this dude, sometimes it can be buggy. So if it does get buggy, you have to go to a different location, not where I am, to deal with DPS on the mini overload champion. So now we're going to try to just shoot it with bows. And here I should have taken down the snipers. And the overload sometimes likes to spam, as you saw there. Reason why I would recommend to take down the snipers first is because they like to pop a bubble. They like to pop a bubble and they like to annoy you a lot. So fully recommend take down the snipers. So now you could just use your bow away. And you also can use your Xeno as well. Here I did. I got a little impatient, to be honest, and then a Warmind cell appeared, and then I decided to use it. But you have to be careful because there's another overload towards the left side, which it will spam a lot when it's angry. And of course I have to wait for it to take in Blight Wall. You can also slide to avoid it, but I wouldn't recommend to do it. It's a little dangerous to do. But you will see soon that I did slide towards the Blight Wall because I didn't want to wait. So now all the ads are clear. Here I was just looking for ammo, and you can see there, Taken, Blight almost killed me, but thankfully there was a crate box that saved my life. So if there wasn't an object next to me, then I would have died and went off the edge of the map and had to start all over again. Another thing I like about this is if you die, the checkpoint is really far away, and it can be really, really annoying. So now we're going to deal with the Unstoppable and Overload Champion. Now sometimes this dude likes to fall down. If it falls down, just wait, because it will appear again. Unless it says champion defeated, then it won't appear. But there are times where it falls down, right? It gets pushed off for some reason, and then it just appears after 10 seconds. So now we're just going to take down the Unstoppable Champion. The Overload Champion seems to be shy, doesn't want to push. So it's okay, we'll just take down this champion first. So once we did, now we can deal with the Overload Champion. So first I wanted to stun and then use my Warmind cell. And now we're going to try to deal with the Overload. And it decided to spam, unfortunately. So this is like the most awkward spot. Usually the Overload Champion likes to push towards the left side, but it didn't, so I decided to use some of my Xeno to just kill it fast, because I didn't want the Overload Champion to hide from the right side, because then all my DPS will be for nothing and I don't want to waste ammo. Now we're gonna deal with the last Unstoppable Champion. Yeah, we're dealing with so many champions in this Nightfall. So I think we're gonna be killing around 20 champions, if I remember. So they're at night, especially at the stairs. You can see here I'm trying to use my Xeno to take it down quickly. They like to shoot you from far away from where I'm standing. So I just want to take it down quickly. Now here I was just waiting for the champion to push. And it did. So I decided to use my heavy, just take it down quickly. Now I would recommend be careful with this champion. If it does this animation where it tries to push you with its shield, especially in the tunnel, you must back away from the left side, way back to the left side. Would recommend, because there are times in the fire team where it just stand in the tunnel straight ahead and it will kill you. It will kill your whole team. You don't want that to happen. So now we're going to deal with the Overload Champion and a captain. Solar Captain. I like to always take down the Solar Captain first and then the Overload Champion. Now this Overload Champion does sometimes like to hide going upstairs. You can see here it was trying to, but not today. Not today, not in this video. So you can use your bow and you can take it down. You can see here we took it down with ease. Now you can throw your nade, and I'm going to be saving for my super for the Void Wizard, since it's the most annoying part of this Nightfall. You can see here there's invisible shadow thralls. They do like to push. It's from the wizard, by the way, if you're wondering. So you can skip here, by the way. You can jump over to taking captain, use your super, and then take down the wizard. Here, decide to stay to take down the taken captain. So yeah, that's another method you can do. You could just skip this. Just run through, use your super. It's just those taken walls might ruin your skip. And you can see that there are bricks. Well, one. And it likes to push it out of the map. You saw there? The struggle. They like to make you not have any heavy bricks when it does appear. So I decided to use my super, and I think over here I wanted to get the... yeah, I got some ammo. So I decided to use my super and then just push through. And then try. I decided to use my shield, but I didn't get any ads, unfortunately. So now there'll be 3 more Overload champions. Yes, 3 more. So now we're gonna do is gonna take down all these thralls. I'm trying to make a Warmind cell, but of course I threw my nade. Now we're gonna deal with the Overload champion. It does appear, it likes to hide in the corner. You can see it finally appeared. You could just mainly use bow, or if you have enough Xeno, then you could just use your heavy. So here I decided just to use a bow. I didn't want to use any of my heavy. So yeah, that's the beauty of bows. You could just use your bow to kill the champion. So a Warmind cell appeared. So I decided to throw a nade and then take down these taken prisons. And of course another Warmind cell appears, so I try to take that. And then there'll be a couple of ads remaining that they like to shield themselves. Now over here, this Overload champion likes to hide from the right side. Here I decide to stun it and then pull back. I didn't like where it was, and plus I don't think I was able to do DPS because that bar could block my way on DPS. So I decided to pull back and then just use my bow and take it down. You can also use your Xeno if you have enough. Or enough heavy ammo. I was trying to throw my nade, but I missed. Again, unfortunately. So yeah, you could take your time and bow away with these Overload champions. So now once we take it down, then we deal with the next Overload champion. Now you can use your Xeno for this as well. If you want to. I'm trying to remember if I did in this footage. Really trying to remember, because I did 3 different loadouts on Titan. I tried to do a solar, but then I needed a void weapon to deal with the wizard. And it was so annoying, so I decided to switch with the void Sentinel subclass just to deal with the wizard. That was the only problem I was having when using a solar subclass Titan. Here I was just trying to look for ammo, and I did. So now we can just go back and resume and go to the boss fight. So now we're gonna do the little cheese spot. So I accidentally put high lift jumping. I put the wrong jump for my Titan. So you can use the middle jump if you want to. Here I didn't mean to, but it still worked fine, to be honest. I mean, you jump higher, so that's the good thing about the high lift jump. I would say it's no big deal. No big deal if you pick the wrong jump, to be honest. Here I decided to use my finisher. I did a little time skip because I was trying to see how can I jump with this high lift. So I did, and then now we're going to take down the blight. And we're going to go to the little cheese spot and deal with the boss. So I normally don't really go to this cheese spot. But to be honest, the boss fight, I'm not really a big fan of the boss fight, so I decided to just, let's just do the cheese spot. So you go around to this little triangle platform, and then you jump up here to this little pipe. Then you jump from the left side, but slowly because you could die if you go too off from the left side. Then you crouch. Of course, I did shield. And if ads are pushing you, you could just stand in the back and crouch if ads are shooting you and if you're about to die. This boss can tether you from this platform as well, so I recommend you be careful. If it does tether you, just pull back, especially if you are on red health. So now you could just spam all your heavy, and that's what I did. I spam all my heavy as much as I can. We had charge of light, and of course I use my shield, but you don't have to use your shield. I think I accidentally put my shield by accident. You can also throw your nades. If you have a press of grenades, you can just throw your nade and then use your Sentinel for critical hit damage. So you can see here, through my nade and then just use DPS. DPS the boss. So there'll be a solar knight appearing. I recommend you ignore it. You can see here as being a little reckless. It tethered me. I was suppressed, so pull back. And then just wait for your health and wait for your barricade to refresh. So you can see from the right side there is a solar knight. I would recommend you ignore it. Do not kill it. If you kill it, then another solar knight will spawn and it will kill you where you are standing on the chase spot. So fully recommend you don't touch the solar knight unless you want charge of light, but don't kill it, So my health was low, so I pop a shield, regenerate my health, and waited for my barricade to go away. Now if I was using the exotic arms where I can shoot through the shield, which maybe I should have done that method, but then again I do like the war rig, so there are many exotics you can use for the Titan for this one. So now we're just gonna use our kinetic because I was low on heavy, unfortunately. You can also stun the boss with Unstoppable perk. So when you do shoot it with Unstoppable, it does get stunned. And you can see here I got tethered, but I was no in danger, so I decided to keep shooting and tried to waste my ammo. So yeah, always crouch down, do not stand. If you do stand, they will shoot you, they will kill you. So fully recommend to crouch and shoot and use all your heavy as much as you can. Now if I was using a solar subclass, bottom tree or top tree, then right now I would be using my super to take it down quickly. And you can see there I'm ignoring the solar knight. I don't want to mess around with it. So now I'm trying to shoot down the boss, but it was immune from these goblins. So I was trying to see if I can shoot down the goblins with explosive head. And it didn't work out. And sometimes the Cabal will move and then it won't be immune again. You can see here it moved and then it wasn't immune. Funny. And then unfortunately it got immune when I was throwing my nade, so that was unfortunate. So now you can push and try to take down the goblins that are trying to immune them, but recommend to be careful. I should have done that. But I was low on health, so I decided to pop a shield and wait. So that was my mistake. And of course, I'm gonna wait a little while to have my barricade again just in case I'm in danger. Yeah, isn't this chase spot fun? Of course, there is another chase spot where you can jump all the way on the top, but I'm not gonna do that. I think it requires a sword, to be honest, to go on top, but I'm not gonna do that. Not in this video. I don't think I'll ever do it, to be honest. So now you could throw your nade and then just take it down. So I'm trying to use my bow to take it down. I'm trying to take it down, but it was immune again. So yeah, I was low on ammo and I was trying to wait for my nade. And of course, for some reason, the goblin immune him right when I was about to throw my nade. Isn't that funny? It's like it knows. It knows I was about to throw my nade, decided to immune the boss. So I really got annoyed, so I decided to try to shoot it down. And you can see here, I'm trying to, but then I was on red, so I had to pull back. Finally, Bungie decided to give me some ammo. I was like, yes, finally. So now, since I have full ammo, I'm just gonna spam my Xeno just to take it down. So there you go, guys. We're gonna take down the boss. And that is that. We got platinum. So, and unfortunately, I didn't get any shards, so that's a bummer. I only got 2 out of 10 runs. No, 15 runs. I still didn't get it. Any, not so much for this week. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.